Hi, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Supra S6 Slimline surface-mounted key box. Inside of the key box, when it ships from the factory, will be 4 screws. That's the inside of the housing, and you've got your space for your 4 screws. Two holes here, hole here, hole, 2 holes here, hole here, and hole here. So, okay, doesn't matter. You install it to the wall. What everybody wants to know is the combination aspect of this. When the key combination chamber ships from the factory, it's shipped with no code, meaning that if you press any buttons, it's not going to work, but as soon as you clear it, it's going to unlock. They're all going to ship from the factory like this. So that they're basically, if I push some buttons, it's locked. Well, if I clear it, it's unlocked, and it's going to be unlocked. So as soon as you receive it from the factory, there's no code set to it, then you have to set the code. It's very simple. Open it out of, when it comes from out of the package, okay, remove it, comes out, okay. You've got the key chamber now, or the combination chamber. On the back side of it is going to be this little ring. That's for holding your 2 keys. This capacity will be up to 2 keys, and you'll just snap them on that ring. Not important for the combination. This white piece of plastic is the setting tab, and you kind of just pop it off. Okay, it comes off. The instructions that are above this video are very clear in terms of how to set it, but they're not really clear until you kind of study it a little bit. Right now, they're on these black plastic slotted heads, which are flush. They're all pointed in the off direction, the arrows. You can't see it on the camera, but there is an arrow indicator, and all of the arrows on all 10 of these numbers are all pointed in this direction, towards the white piece of plastic, which is the same direction as the off. So, when they're in that direction, when no numbers are pressed, it's unlocked. Now, you get it from the factory and you want to set the code. The code is going to be 123450. That's going to be the code I'm going to make up. Your code has to be between 5 and 7 digits long. Mine's going to be 6. 123450. Basically, what you do is you take the piece of plastic with the little notch here, and you insert it into the slotted area, and you rotate it into the direction so that the arrowhead is pointed in the on direction. So I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 0 and rotate them all 180 degrees so that they're in the on position. I'm just rotating these. And by the way, none of these can be positioned vertically. The lines all have to be horizontal. Then my last one is 0. Okay, now I've got them all set to on. So now at this point, the key does not work. And depressing the clear button doesn't work. If I wanted to try to get that to retract, the little silver latch, I can't. I can't put it back in. It won't allow me to snap it back in. I'm going to enter our code, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 0. When I do that, it should be unlocked. And sure enough, when I depress the open button, that latch is now flush, allowing me to insert it into the body. Okay? As soon as I snap it in and out, it's locked. I can push clear, it's locked. Now, code 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, unlock, it's out. That's how you do it. If you lose the combination, there's no way to get it open from the outside. You can't lose the combination. Now, the customer that I'm going to ship this to doesn't want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, so I'm going to set it back to the original factory settings, which is the same as just making a new code. My code's going to be nothing, but you could change it to anything at this point. Let's say you wanted to change the code. You would simply manipulate the wheels here to be in the on position for whatever code you wanted. But I'm going to reverse everything back so that this customer, you know, I'd have to write on here what the code is, and that wouldn't be a good thing. So I'm going to rotate it all back. I'm going to put everything back to the off position. Off. Off. And when I'm done with this, I should be able to open it and close it without entering any combination. And we're going to test it. So this is the same as changing the combination. I'm just changing it back to what it was when it came from the factory. So I've set it all to the off position. Right now, it's unlocked. If I do nothing, if I push a button, it's locked. But if I clear it, it's immediately unlocked. So I've reset it back to factory. If you wanted to change it back to something, you would. Be sure to keep this little piece of plastic. It has instructions on it which say, remove this card to set combination. You need to remove the card to get access to the wheels. It says, use the setting tab to push in the grooved arrow by the number you wish to set. Turn 180 degrees until the arrow pops back up completely and the arrow points in the on direction. That's what we just did. So I'm gonna place this back. Fits back in snugly in its housing. Because there's no combination set, I'm going to put the screws back in to the housing. Snap this back in. No combination. We know it works. Everything's good. I had the screw bag out in the way and it didn't latch itself very well. There we go. So it's not going to come out. It'll only come out if I depress it. Zero combination set. If you have any questions about this Supra S6 or any other GE product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you very much.